Recently, the news reported a close call between Michelle Obama's 730 government 737 coming back from New York City down to Washington, D.C. Apparently, the air controllers allowed Michelle Obama and Jill Biden's jet to come too close behind the military. I think it was a C-117, and the reason why they are concerned about being too close behind is a thing called wake turbulence, which comes off the wingtips of each plane, depending on how much they're loaded up, and the turbulence is like tornadoes coming off each wingtip. The low pressure or the high pressure underneath the wing tries to get to the top part of the wing, which is a low pressure, and so what you have is like a tornado taking place. And for small planes, it can be very serious, especially, and matter of fact, a lot of times you're better off not to fight it, but to go with the loop and do your recovery after the first or second turn. If you try to fight it, you'll just prolong the time that you might be in this turbulence, or so they say. Anyhow, the reason why I was a little curious about this flight, I had to ask myself, why would the vice president's wife and the president's wife be on the same plane? What was so important that they had to go to justify us borrowing money from the Chinese so that they could do it? And it turns out that they had just been on the View, which is a leftist TV program. A bunch of leftist women who basically hate anything that does not fit their leftist agenda, socialist agenda. And so it was very interesting for me to discover why we're spending all this money so they could go on this program to help justify and give credibility to what Mr. Obama is doing, which is basically trash the United States. I would like to know one thing that Obama has done that has not basically led to our economic demise. And I know Bush is responsible for everything, including the sinking of the Titanic. But just for a moment, I would like to see if these ladies would think about how much money they spent, which could be better served by giving it to someone else. Now, had this been Laura Bush, I'd bet my life that there would have been a big controversy as to why she was in the plane in the first place. But as we know, Obama cannot do no wrong, and by that, we know that Michelle Obama could do no wrong. Now, her concept as far as giving us a healthier diet, growing things in the garden, I think that's a very positive thing. But I understand the food that they eat versus what they want you to eat are totally different things. So it's a real hypocrisy there. The other thing is we have a metro liner that is part of our mass transit, which is basically running at a deficit. You would have thought they could take the metro liner, which basically runs directly from Washington up to New York, and it would have been a good PR thing. It would have been fast. Matter of fact, it would be probably by the time they loaded in. But I think they had to take their entourage. Is there any way we can find out how many people had to go with the first lady and the second lady so that they could talk about makeup and stuff on the View show, and talk about how they exercise and they jog and all that? Anyhow, I'd like to know what this actually cost the American taxpayers who have to borrow this money from China because we are totally broke, and money is no object for these people. Money is no object at all. Okay, Take care.